No, no, I did not always use plastic forks. It actually started with rubber bands, if you can believe that. The sad thing about it was my therapist's idea. Well, the rubber bands, not the forks. I remember it was the spring of my 6th grade year. I was anxious all the time and I was constantly biting my nails. I would be going into middle school the next year, and my mom wanted to break me of the habit before I went into 7th grade. She thought a therapist would help, so she took me to see this guy. I think he was a doctor. I just remember his office smelled like cigarettes and black licorice. My mom had told him she wanted me to stop biting my nails. He never asked me any questions about my anxiety. He just had me put a rubber band around my wrist. He told me to pull it back and snap it hard against my wrist anytime I felt the desire to bite my nails. He actually used that word, desire. And I don't know, maybe it was my imagination, but his tone seemed to change when he said that word. I really don't think I ever had a desire to bite my nails. I just did it. I guess to do something with my hands because I was so anxious all the time. First time I felt desire was the first time I snapped that rubber band hard against my skin. Sitting there in Dr. What's-His-Name's office, the first time I felt the pain of that snap, this warmness spread from my wrist all over my body. I mean, all over my body. My mother thought this therapist was amazing. I mean, one visit to his office and I stopped biting my nails. This was true, but this was when I realized that pain would take away the anxious feelings. Anytime I felt a sense of anxiety, if I inflicted physical pain on myself, I would feel better. The positive feelings were short-lived, though, because I wasn't dealing with the cause of my anxiety. I was just covering it up. Anyway, I was snapping that rubber band all the time. And eventually it stopped working, you know? I still felt the pain, of course, but the anxious feelings didn't go away anymore. So that's when I moved on to plastic forks. I discovered that I could cause more intense pain if I scratched myself with the fork. I started by scratching my wrists, but pretty quickly I moved on to more sensitive areas, my stomach and my inner thighs. I was able to hide the scratches from my parents for a long time, but when my mom saw what I was doing, she freaked. I think I was a junior in high school. She was great, though, real supportive. She got me in to see a real therapist, someone I could talk to and work through my problems. And I'm doing great now, and have been for many years. No more rubber bands or plastic forks for me. And being with my gorgeous husband is the only thing that makes me warm today.